Hey geeks, this is Heather Capel from Mamaroneck, New York. When I'm not directing 120 children in a production of Aladdin Jr. or watching YouTube videos of all the Magic Kingdom rides with my kids Lucas and Spencer, I go geekin' on Walt Disney World with Curtis, Lindsay, and the whole geekin' family.
Hey, Disney World geeks, Curtis Stone here, and welcome to episode 463 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. This week, we got part 2 of a Geek Meet Disney World Roundtable featuring Scott and Karen Daves from the Mickey Files podcast, Samantha Kuhn, Andy Hoffman, Tony Ann Zarcone from the Disney Crush podcast, Rebecca Rudin, Daniel Ginger, Bubba Mack, Amanda Lamb, Selena Roll, Jen Moynihan-Wynn, and Deirdre Watts. I also got Auntie Judy and Wendy Fox helping me host this band of geeks that went down to Disney World. We had part 1 last week. This will finish it up, and they had 28 friends from the podcast join them down in Disney World, and I've been having fun chatting with Disney World friends and geeks for over 8 years. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. 8 years ago, I started the podcast with my daughter Lindsay talking about our Disney World trips, and then we brought on you geeks to tell all of your trip stories. Our listeners are positive, caring, generous, and they are experienced Disney geeks. You'll get lots of tips and ideas for your next trip to Disney World from their real-world experiences and trip reports. And we do encourage a family atmosphere here on the podcast. Before too long, they were calling me the Podfather. I think that's a funny name. I giggle every time. We'd love for you also to join the Geekin' family. We've got an amazing private discussion group where we meet and talk about Disney World every single day. Search for Geekin' on WDW Family in Facebook. Great place to ask your questions, share your trip pictures, and engage with one of the best group of Disney World geeks out there on the internet. We are independent Disney authorized travel agents with Fairy Tale Concierge. Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized Platinum Disney travel agency. We'd love to be your Disney travel guides and help you book your room tickets and dining reservations. You'll notice many of our guests on the podcast book their trips with Mom and Judy. They are the Traveling Tiaras. You can email them. Get it all started at travelingtiaras@gmail.com. If you just check the show notes, either on my website or on that app that you listen to the podcast with, you'll see their email as well as mine. Reach out to us. We'd love to be your travel guides. After this featured trip report, you're going to hear us talking about a couple of opportunities to do a Geek Meet and a Disney cruise. Hang in for that. But right now, this featured roundtable trip report finished up with Scott Daves talking about his drinks, Samantha's espresso martini, breakfast coffee zebra dome drink at Nomad Lounge. Yeah, some fun drinks to finish up from the food from last week. And then you got their favorite events and stories, like some time spent on Tom Sawyer Island, finally hugging Mickey, karaoke, their lift rides, lightsaber experiences, late night at Oga's, which I've heard is the best way to do Oga's, Dapper Day. That was a big event that they went down. They got some great pictures. They posted in our Facebook group, and I put on my Facebook posts for the podcast and the website. A 4-park challenge, the Great Unpleasantness Cachapa story, and close up with the Rhinos tour. Well, most of the food was covered on part 1 of this big Geek Meet. Now let's find out about all the fun and activities they had on this big trip to Walt Disney World. Scott, can you come on camera, dude? Like, what are you doing?
You know, if Michael was hosting, Scott would have went first. I just want
Scott,
you to know.
There he is.
Damn
Look at
straight.
that beautiful face. Scott Daves from the Mickey Files podcast.
It's crappy hotel Wi-Fi, so we have to see what's going to happen. Hi, geeks.
Did you have any good bourbon on this trip? I mean, I'm sorry, food.
Did. Well, listen, so here's the thing. The food thing is actually really difficult because we only had Boma and Spice Road table at Disney.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have any off-property stuff that was good?
Has pretty much been said.
Yeah. You have nothing to offer to my podcast tonight.
He does.
Something weird happened there.
Okay.
We had some, let's see, we had public subs the first night.
Pub subs.
Nice.
Yeah. We had the cake at Mexico. I'll go with that. That was very good. I was very happy with the cake. The primary thing I had in Mexico was that they will bring you drinks from La Cava. So I had 2 Black Magic cocktails, which are delicious.
What are those?
That is the Neil Patrick Harris concoction.
Mm-hmm.
It's
delicious.
Let's see. It is mezcal and blueberry puree or a blackberry puree.
Mm.
I think there's something else in it, but that's basically what it is.
You like that?
I do.
All right.
More than a regular margarita.
Delicious.
A little different.
I should have tried that. Can we get that next weekend?
Yeah, it's delicious. That's like the last 5 times I've been to La Cava. That's what I've gotten.
Andy, didn't you get that?
Yeah, you got one of those.
Yeah,
I did. It was really good.
Did it live up to the my seal of approval?
It did, and I figured if NPH approves it, it has to be pretty good.
That's
exactly.
What I was, that was exactly what I was thinking the first time I got it. I figured, he put his name on it. It can't suck.
Exactly. NPH doesn't mess around.
I'll tell you what, the best beverage I had and have had in a long time, I got very simple. I ordered the Disney Select Knob Creek at Chuck Lindsay. And I asked for a double with a splash of water in a tall glass. Like, pretty simple. It came out looking like iced tea. Like there were people here that were here. They saw it. It was a really dark, very full pint glass.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good kickoff to the night. Let me say that. I'm glad I had that public sub before.
Was it watered down at a pint glass size?
No, it was not. There was not a lot of water in that at all. I think the water may have been the 4 ice cubes.
Yeah.
And the cost wasn't that bad compared to any other.
It was $16.
It was $2 more than
$11 for the first shot and $5 for the second.
Now you know why Jock Lindsay is one of my favorite lounges in Disney Springs. There you go.
Yeah, the bartender was cool. And not to mention, they let us pull 3 tables together to seat 12 people.
Did you have any appetizers
which was
there?
pretty cool. No, because everybody was leaving to go to Jico.
Okay.
Or to
Haleo.
So we didn't even have a lot of time there.
Right.
One of the cool things is they didn't make you sign up for a wait list anymore. We walked up to do that, and they were like, "Oh, just go find a table."
What time was that?
5 o'clock.
Yeah,
dead on 5 o'clock.
Okay.
It was a Friday night. It was a Friday night prime dinner time.
That's not too early. That's not too early because I would always say like I like getting there like 3 o'clock, but if you can get there at 5 and still have a pleasant experience, that's awesome.
Yeah, like I said, we took 3 tables. The server helped us push them together, and
love it.
We ticked off a couple of German women, but other than that, it was okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Scott and I had a nice, refreshing drink at Spice Road Table too.
We did. That sweet tea. That's what it was, right?
It was like mint
sweet tea
with gin. It was a mint tea with gin. It was really good.
Yeah, very good. Really good in the middle of a hot day like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Scott. Did we cover it all?
Yeah,
all right.
Covered everything. Pretty much everything.
You know hey guys, you know who we missed? Samantha Kuhn.
All right, so I echoed the corn. I echoed the espresso martini at Abracadabra. So far, and Kurt, Rebecca and I have a kind of cold coffee cocktail situation at Walt Disney World. So, best espresso martini, I think so far on property. Do you agree, Rebecca?
Where?
100%. Abracadabra bar.
Okay.
The guy in the Disney Day Drinking group was right. Best espresso martini on property. So
I gotta tell you,
better.
Of all the lounges that I've been to, I was really excited about Abracadabra Bar, and was probably the least impressed with it. But I'll take your word for
If
it.
you didn't
That's
see it
espresso martini.
during G3, you could have experienced it.
Yeah, there's
So I
another
have a question
example.
on that too.
Like the best thing I went to the bathroom there, but other than that,
right.
Right.
That's
I
the
couldn't
bathroom
find-
for
Actually-
Victoria.
my whole team disappeared at the Abracadabra bar.
And I pointed out to Samantha and Rebecca because we
It's a
roughly sat
magic
at the
bar,
same.
Kurt. That's what they do.
Andy disappeared completely at the Abracadabra bar for me.
And I showed Sam and
That should be impressive to you. They make people disappear.
true.
They did that right.
Can I ask a question about the espresso martini?
Yes.
So what made it good? Like, I mean, vodka's vodka or gin
I
is
think this
gin.
was
The coffee was good?
coincidentally, but mine had the espresso beans in the shape of a hidden Mickey on top.
That's
Which
not
really
really
sold
good.
Okay.
Mine had floated apart and it was still good.
It was just good.
So,
I think they used like a vanilla
Yes, that is true.
vodka
Okay.
with espresso, obviously.
Yeah.
And there might have been a touch of something else in it.
Samantha, when I asked you for 3 yummy things you had in this trip, you said you had 10.
No, that was top moments.
Oh.
But I have 5 yummy things. The corn in Animal Kingdom, the espresso martini at Abracadabra. We didn't talk about this yet, but the striped and spiked cold brew at Boma, which is the coffee cocktail that comes with the zebra dome on top. And that was the first time I ever had a zebra dome, and the zebra dome was delicious. I'm a zebra dome fan. But that cocktail was really good.
Wait a minute. They have a zebra dome on top of a cocktail at the Nomad Lounge, and no one has told me. I've been
It
doing
is
this podcast for
At
8
Boma.
years, Samantha.
At Boma.
It was at Boma.
Oh,
It was
Glenn
at
okay.
Boma.
had it recently
I'm
when
sorry.
he was there
And it's new.
for
Is that
Dark
Boma?
Creek. So he should have told you about it.
No, I didn't know this was that.
Glenn Kessler didn't tell you about it. Great. I'm still number 1 fan.
Oh, yes, I will pick this bone with Glenn Kessler.
But yes, Boma breakfast, there is a coffee cocktail that has a zebra dome on top. And it is delicious.
You're not just teasing me, right? You're just
No,
This is for real.
I gave you the real name. It's called
You
the
didn't make this
Striped
up.
and Spiked Cold Brew.
It was big on Instagram 2 weeks
It's
ago.
really good.
I'm
I
not
will
on
tell you, they will
Instagram too
not make
much.
it unspiked.
Wow.
That's the only downside.
Samantha,
the
you're
best
still
things-
my favorite listener. I don't care what these guys all say.
One of the best things staying at Kidani is you could go to that store up front and you can get packages of 4 zebra domes, and I think we had like 3 of them when
Hey,
we were staying
Daniel, my daughter Lindsay's
I remember.
intro was she spent $100
money,
on
yeah.
zebra domes at that.
there, and it's worth it.
And then my last good food is just cauliflower. Because like everywhere we eat cauliflower, it's delicious. So the cauliflower spice road, the 2 cauliflowers I had on this trip were the cauliflower spice road table, which we talked about, and the cauliflower at Nomad Lounge, the
Yeah.
gobi Manchurian.
That's
is
my favorite.
also delicious.
What about Brussels sprouts everywhere?
I don't know if there's as much Brussels sprouts on menus at Disney as
Polite
there
pig?
in the outside world.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, polite
I'm a
pig is
newbie.
a
I'm a
Brussels
newbie
sprout.
to this vegetarian scene. So, but polite pig,
Where
I
else
had
are there Brussels sprouts?
polite
besides
pig. We had them.
Yeah,
Pig is the only one I know of.
I can think of.
Oh gosh, you guys, come on.
There's
There
one
was somewhere else that had it as a side.
Oh
was it
man.
maybe
You're in New
Steakhouse
York,
71?
I get Brussels sprouts at every single
Might be.
restaurant you go to. So
No,
I feel like
Toledo had them.
not
Toledo, I had them too.
I will tell you, the one place I have not liked the cauliflower on Disney property is Toledo.
Oh, well, the Brussels sprouts were outstanding. So, Glenn made me eat them.
There's plenty of broccolini.
It's good. It's good.
Tony Ann, I agree with you, and I like the broccoli. I don't care how much you make fun of it.
I like it too. I just think it's funny that they can't think of anything else to put on the menu.
All right. You know what? We got through the food at Disney World for this trip in like an hour and 15 minutes.
Is this going to be a 2-part episode?
I don't know. You know, are we going to go till midnight? I don't, you know, I know how you guys operate.
It's going to be a mini
Karen
series.
says no, so I'm going to listen to Karen.
Mini series.
All right, so Tony Ann. All right, this is the part of the podcast where we talk about interesting stories. You can think about the activities you guys did or anything fun, and you guys were all together as friends. So.
Yeah. So I know everybody's going to talk about Dabber Day, so I'm not going to talk about that. Everybody's going to talk about breakfast. I'm not going to talk about that. We talk about Tom Sawyer Island. Can we talk about Tom Sawyer Island?
It's on my list. That's the first thing on my list, Tony Ann.
Are you
Sawyer
serious?
Island.
You did Tom Sawyer Island?
Is it your favorite part when I jumped on the barrels?
the barrel bridge. I was cursing him and Travis. And Travis, I was cursing Travis unfairly. It was all
Travis
Andy.
did nothing.
It was all
me.
Andy. It was all Andy. Let's put it this way, Kurt. When you hit a certain age, you shouldn't go across the barrel bridge. Or at least I shouldn't go across the barrel bridge. But
it's unsafe.
It was just funny. But I really, really think we need to make this a G3 activity. It's a trip over to Tom Sawyer Island. We just take over the island, maybe have a picnic lunch on the island.
I'm digging what you're throwing down here. Yeah, I can see this.
It was really fun. It's shady. And really not a lot of people go over there.
It makes me think about even related to the boat that with the Mickey file, the picture and everything, because it is a little bit isolated where people don't really do it.
Right. Yeah.
But it's in it's in Magic Kingdom, so it's cool. Wow.
And we could take some great pictures. We could I think.
We could do a scavenger hunt over there, Wendy.
Trying to hide the stuff, I think, would be difficult.
But stuff that's already there.
I think we'd have fun.
Yeah, if we just hung out together. We always have fun when we're all together in a place that's like all of us together, whatever.
We decided that the worst job at Walt Disney World is probably being the person on the that runs the raft back and forth, because it is literally like a 20-foot boat ride. Like the boat goes. No, it just goes from point A to point B, and it's not that far apart. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but you feel like you're going to fall off, or what?
I'm pretty sure it's not on a track.
No.
It's not on a track. So at least they're actually doing something.
Scott,
I know, but it's not a very far trip. It's not a very long trip.
It's like when we were kids in the 70s, you know what I mean? It's like we didn't have any safety protocols.
Right.
You slept in the back of the car.
Hey, look, there's an oak tree hanging over the river with a rope on it. What are we going to do?
Hey, it's kind of real life.
Think we could add that, or would that be frowned upon?
What, the oak tree with a rope?
Rope sleigh?
Yeah.
Rope sleigh?
A rope with? Yeah.
Going to the
Liberty
comes and runs you over.
You were obviously not there when that area was drained last year.
Nah.
There's no chance I'm going in that water.
Is it all concrete?
It is. But it's disgusting.
And there's like a rail all through the middle of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we don't want that then.
Wait a minute. So, Tony Ann, you are one of my favorite emotional people on my crew. So,
I was emotional over there. I was cursing at Travis. Poor Travis.
Did you have any emotional moments in this with all your friends?
I don't know. Did I? Wow, Mickey!
Yeah,
I got to hug Mickey for the first time in 2.5 years.
Did you cry?
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually somebody else on a Facebook that you could hear on Facebook Live also crying, Amanda Lamb.
Amanda said she was not emotionally prepared for that moment.
It was surprisingly emotional.
Yes, I cried. Scott and Tony and Tori Hunt did not cry because they're both dead inside.
Because we're dead inside.
Yeah.
You're British. Welsh, same thing. UK.
Oh.
United Kingdom. Wow. So, Tony Ann, you cried hugging Mickey.
I did too.
Yeah. I had
tears.
It was a big deal to hug Mickey Mouse.
It was very emotional. I mean, Amanda, you kept crying, not even just watching Tony do it. You did too. You cried hugging him too.
I love that.
My pictures, you can see the tears.
Oh yeah, I'm sitting there wiping them off my face, going, "Oh my god!"
I love that. So Tony Ann, I don't know if I heard the actual vocals on the karaoke, but with you and Tori,
Mm-hmm.
what was this? You did like
We go together. We go together from Greece. Yeah, I got in over my head. I forgot how long that song is and how many rama lama lama dingity ding a dongs there are. So I had to bend over for a minute and take a breather. But Tori just kept going. Tori's like the Energizer Bunny.
No shame there, Tony Ann. That's well done.
Yeah.
All right. Daniel, did you have any emotional moments or interesting stories from this trip?
We'll have to, once again, thanks our adopted daughter, Samantha, for a lift. We had both our best lift experience and our worst lift experience this time.
On the same trip?
Worst one, yeah, same trip. Worst one was we're trying to get to Disney Springs for the Haleos dining, and this person, we get in there first. Well, at first it said, "Oh yeah, they'll be there in like 5 minutes," and of course it took like 20 minutes, so we were like behind the game at first. And it was Friday night, so it was traffic. But this person, first thing he said, "Hey, do you speak?" We were talking to him and said, "No habla English." It's like, oh crap, first. And as you know, Norma doesn't have a filter, so she's like going off the whole time. And I'm thinking, this guy does speak English and he's hearing every freaking word, but she's still like talking. But she's had a couple. So yeah. So we're trying to get there, and he goes outside of Disney, all the way around in the heavy traffic Friday night for traffic. So we're like way late, and then we finally get to Disney Springs. And so we're like running through Disney Springs.
The Iowa people get murdered on the.
Yes.
Don't put that idea in Norma's head. That was the
I
first
know.
time I heard her live. She was terrified.
Doesn't like that. And he drops us.
I watch SVU. I know what happens.
And he drops us off the west side, so we're trying to go all the way to Haleos to get there, and so we're late. So that was the worst experience. But then we had the best experience. We had a guy that picked us up on the way to Disney Springs from Magic Kingdom. We actually went over to Contemporary to grab that, and this guy just right away just started talking, and he was from Wisconsin. He was a conservative, and we were talking about politics. It was really going really well, and we got there. But then he dropped us off in the west instead of the east, so we had to go through like security in the east, which is you have to go walk like a mile through a parking ramp, and it was crazy to get in there. So we had both the best and the worst lift. But hey, Sam, you got us on to lift some Iowa geeks that had no.
So let me ask you something. Do you only use Lyft in Disney World? You don't use it at home?
No, because we are like 45 minutes from anything, and so we drive everywhere.
It's the country,
with the car.
Samantha.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just checking.
His lift is calling the neighbor with his tractor.
Yeah, I can walk out my bedroom door and do whatever I want, and nobody will see me but cows. So.
He's got corn on the cob right outside his window. He just
I'm gonna send some best corn on the cob to Bubba, some peaches and cream, and he'll die for it. So I'm gonna mail him.
You could drive for 15 miles and never leave the cornfield. And
no, we have 3 miles just to get to hard concrete road highway. So if it snows any more than 6 inches, we're stuck for 3 days. So.
I was shocked. I was out in the Midwest my very first time when I was in college on a college business trip, and I was shocked how flat and long you can drive and see cornfields forever. So,
all cornfield or soybeans, cool. One of the two. Yes,
very cool.
So can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How was your lightsaber?
Oh my God. I actually went to the dark side of the Force for the first time. And that's hard for me being a old school Disney fan, the kind of lean to the light side of the Force. So my first two were kind of light side, but it was amazing. We had to leave the Brown Derby a little early and kind of run over there. And we did get to see Dave on the way over there. It was kind of cool because we didn't get to see him a lot.
Dave Youngward?
Yeah, because we were going to the bathroom before we ran over there in the rain, and he kind of came out and came with. So,
yeah, he hangs out at the companion bathrooms. I heard.
Yeah, yep. But what was cool is we had an amazing host, and Norma just kept on praising her how good she was, and how big of an experience it was. I mean, the lightsaber experience was the best experience I had. But I finally got my dark side red kyber crystal lightsaber to add to my collection. So one more, and next one's going to be the elements one, and I'll have.
Did Norma do it too?
Nope, she always sits back and just watches.
Okay.
She likes droid. We actually tried to do a droid, but they said they weren't taking any walk-ins. So,
all right.
But yep. So she sits back and watches me do the lightsaber.
So do you think Rebecca and I need to make lightsabers?
Definitely need to make lightsabers, and I would love to be there during your lightsaber experience to make my fourth one with you guys, because you guys have been adopted from Norma as our only daughters that we've ever had in this gingerbread household. So
I love that. All right, Amanda Lamb. Did you have any interesting stories besides? I mean, you killed the food portion of this podcast, so.
Yeah, it was really nice to get to spend time with my Disney friends. I dropped my iPad. Sorry, I'm gonna drop it again. It was really nice to get to spend time with people in smaller groups and get to know people that I just didn't know that well beforehand. So that was definitely a highlight, and then. Probably the most memorable moment for me was walking out of Hollywood Studios as like the very last people in Hollywood Studios.
After Oga's?
Yes.
So was it the libations at Oga's, or just like being late night at Hollywood Studios?
Yeah, I didn't have any alcoholic beverages this time because I'm pregnant. So
I was gonna say you're like you're like really pregnant, right?
Yeah, I'm 20. I'm like almost to third trimester, so only about halfway. But it feels like I've been pregnant for 10 years straight.
That's what I was saying. Like this was G3. I learned this, right? Yep. No, I've since you guys have been talking about this, it's brought back memories of my own of like late nights, and I had no idea Oga's had this late night reservation where you could like be there like after hours and like walk out of Galaxy's Edge in the wee hours of the park.
Yeah, it was absolutely worth it. It was so cool to be there. We had a great time at Oga's, but just walking out and getting pictures and just the experience of being the only people at Hollywood Studios that weren't getting paid to be there.
Something so cool about that. I know it. I know.
I'm very jealous.
I agree. Everybody, if you get a late night kind of opportunity in any of the parks, that is, it's such a cool moment.
And don't be afraid to linger a little bit. Like we kind of waited outside of Oga's for everyone to finish up, and then stopped and went to the restroom. I'm sure, and we kind of thought the cast members would be annoyed with us, but they seemed really happy that we were enjoying ourselves.
That's so true. So true. Yeah. I'm only worried about, will I have a ride to get back to my resort?
Yeah, our car was the very last one. We got a pretty neat picture.
Awesome. Any others?
I think that's about it that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure other people will talk about other things, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that too.
All right, Rebecca, tell me.
So I have a few, starting with giggling in bed, which we already spoke about because it was just a good way to start the trip. Breakfast in our room. I love hosting, so it was nice to kind of like have, just about everyone in the room. We had a big space to do it, and it was just relaxing and no pressure, kind of sitting on the floor, sitting around on the balcony. Dapper Day, which I feel like we should talk about as a group maybe at the end or something, because I think that was big.
Let's do it now.
We can talk about
Dapper Day is the best. Everyone should do Dapper Day all the time. And you should go with 25 of your closest friends and all come up with a theme outfit to do.
Yeah. And the next Dapper Day is December 10th and 11th. So it'll be cooler which might
It was
be
a little
nicer.
warm for the ladies in crinolines. but-
Right. With petticoats and
Guy in the long
Support
sleeves
wear.
and the vest did okay.
Yeah, but early in the day, it was still kind of overcast, so it was
Yeah, it
nice.
was.
It's just when we came out of San Angel, it was like, holy mother of
Very
goodness.
But it would have been cool if we could have done 2 parks because, like, Hollywood Studios was the next day. There's a lot of Dapper Day people
Yeah.
there.
Mhm.
That'd been kind of cool.
Yeah, there were some fun ones in Hollywood Studios.
And it was debatable, but Jackie and I did Dapper Day.
It wasn't
for
debatable.
Hollywood Studios.
You were dapper.
That counted.
We were
wasn't debatable. It was just over my head.
Yeah, Samantha said, "Oh, it's almost like you guys did Dapper Day today." We're like, "We actually tried."
Your hair was curled. You did it.
Mickey Mouse Club, you were.
They were cute.
I thought
They
we
were
were.
good.
We got some really cute pictures from it.
And I will say, from Jackie and Selena's Dapper Day for Hollywood Studios, we think, forget about Dapper Day. We need to do a Mickey Mouse Club day for G3 where everybody wears their Mickey Mouse Club outfits and they have their names printed across their chest on their shirts.
We could do our own Dapper Day or whatever we want, whatever we want to call it. Dress up, kind of fun.
We decided we love family costumes, I think.
Yes.
And
What's
we
a
need to
We're
family?
gonna do one.
What's a family costume?
Well, like
Like
we
the
had
matching
45
shirts?
people that were all Alice in Wonderland characters.
Yeah.
Samantha, when I retired from teaching, my class dressed up as the Mouseketeers and sang to me
Yeah.
in front of the whole school.
Nice.
So I need a consultant to help me with this dressing piece. So Samantha. Although I don't want to look like Andy and
I was
Travis.
going to say, and let me tell you something. If you're sent a link of something to buy that. Don't buy some other thing similar to that.
FYI, I wore the correct colored shirt. Travis did not.
I would 100% agree with you, Andy.
Not here.
Yes, you did have the more accurate color shirt. It
Andy,
just
what?
wasn't.
Thank you.
What were you? Were you Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
No, I was Tweedledee and Travis was Tweedledum.
And if you ask Travis, he'll say that he was Tweedledee and Andy was Tweedledum.
That's why Travis didn't have the right shirt color because he was Tweedledum.
That's
You
like
bought the shirt first.
Tony.
so-
Ann, what's the difference? Dumb and Dumber. I mean,
Pretty much.
All right, I'll tell you what, Bubba and I will help you find an outfit.
well,
Oh, for sure.
Bubba's
Oh, hell yeah.
outfit.
Ooh, nice.
I'm not going to try to
Bubba
do
crushed
better than
it.
Bubba though, because Bubba
Wow.
was like, look,
Sophisticated.
he's got the hat.
Oh, the hat's still
Bubba's
there.
outfit also had an interactive
I
situation.
can't do the
happening.
beard though. I can't do the beard. That had the curly thing on the beard and everything. I can't do that.
Bubby, you have a picture of you in that hat. You have such the expression on your face. It is
Yeah.
like one of the best pictures from the whole weekend.
Right, Wendy?
Really good.
Yeah, that was a Jeff Polka picture.
Special. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Kurt, I was interactive. You probably didn't get this part, but I had my wand, my scepter, with the heart on it that I have this, it's called an NFC chip, which is near field contact. It's the same technology you use to tap to pay for like your iPhone or whatever. And so I loaded it with a link to Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. And so I rickrolled Karen for
Yes, you did.
I said, open your phone, turn the volume up, and I just gave it a little tap, and boom, she got rickrolled by the kid.
I was rickrolled.
All right, I'll never be as cool as my listeners. I've already figured that out. I'm
I
trying.
would like to say, though, as somebody, I was really on the fence about Dapper Day. It wasn't really my thing. And I just decided to dive in and really try to put some effort in my outfit. And I can't tell you how much fun it was. Like, before I left the hotel, I was, like hoping Lauren would come back so I didn't have to go out alone like that. And as soon as I left and I went out the door and people were like smiling at me and like, hey, you're looking good. And like, all of a sudden I just loved it. And it just, my whole perspective on it changed. And it was such a fun experience that I really recommend anybody that's remotely into it to really try it. Cause it was one of the best days I've ever had at Disney for
If
sure.
you're ever going to do it, right, Bubba, Disney World's the place where you're going to be accepted.
Absolutely. Where else are you going to let it all hang out?
Well, it's like a wonderful community too, like, because it was not just us. There was a whole slew of people doing Dapper Day. And so you were like already connected with other people. So people would be walking by you looking amazing and saying things like Happy Dapper Day. And so it's like you had our friends, but you also had like other, like a whole community of friends that you didn't even know. It was really fun.
And I think to Samantha's point, if 100 of us or more did something as a community, everyone would embrace us. And who cares about the ones who don't?
One of my favorite Dapper Day stories was Rebecca and Samantha and I were hurrying to try to get to our professional capture your moment photo, but we saw a teacup from, I guess, one of the 50th anniversary celebrations. And we were like, well, we have to take a photo. So we got like a random teenager to take our photo behind this teacup when we were on our way to get our professional photos done. And it was just one of those like random moments, but it was very fun to have little moments like that.
Fantastic. Rebecca, did we
have two more that I think other people will also have? So I have to say, we did Olga's late night, which Amanda spoke about a little, but I know that our table, that was the best Olga's experience I've ever had. So shout out to Cantina Ina,
who was in the intro this week that went out. I don't know if you noticed that there was a name you didn't recognize in this week's intro, but it was Cantina Ina, who was our waitress at Olga's. And she'll be happy to know she's now famous on Earth. Because when I asked her, would you participate in this introduction? She said, am I going to be famous on Earth?
Thank you for explaining that, because I did notice she was different, because I didn't recognize her. So now I know she's just...
She was our waitress at Olga's, and she said, my name is Ina, and I work at the cantina, so you can call me Cantina Ina.
Fantastic.
She was just so funny. We had a dance party. Like, it was a really good time.
How does the dance party go? Like,
we just did our own. We made our own dance party, but I feel like we weren't alone. Everybody else was also kind of rowdy. Like during the daytime, I think is the only time I've been there at the time.
It's what Olga's is supposed to be, I think. Like when you go during the day, they're bringing you your drink, you have your 45 minutes or whatever, like not as interactive, but at night, like to me, that's what it should be.
I'm worried about going there late at night. That's like the really sketchy characters are going to be there late at night, aren't they? Like,
I mean,
I'm feared for my life there. Good point, though. I'm all about this. You guys bring out some great tips for so many different things. All right, Rebecca, you got another one?
We did the 4-park challenge, so I know a lot of people had gone home already, but we were determined and we did it. And Andy started the day with us and then had to go home, but we ran into Bubba and picked him up and finished it out. And it was a long day, but a fun day.
What were the key aspects or challenges of your 4-day park challenge? Because that's the important part. Like, what were you trying to accomplish besides the 4 parks?
So at every park, we had to take a picture with the icon. We had to ride one ride, and we decided it had to be a ride with a photo.
Yeah.
Have a snack and a pin trade.
Well, that makes sense. And sounds like you picked up some geeks along the way, too.
We did.
Which makes it extra fun.
We started with Andy.
Especially geeks like Bubba and Andy.
We lured Bubba in with corn.
And you had corn on your 4-park challenge?
We had 2 sweet snacks and 2 savory snacks.
Corn and potatoes. What do you go to Disney World for?
And Bubba, I will tell you, we saved. So we did our last potato as the 5th thing on the garden tour thing. And then we saved the booklet so we can take it back next weekend and get our completer snack.
Excellent. You have to let me know how it is. I was filling up a book, but it was all corn, so I couldn't finish. So they took it over.
The 4-park corn challenge.
Yeah,
should
and
make
you did
that.
every form of transportation as well. Don't leave that
We
part
did,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, we did do that.
I'm proud of you guys because I figured you cheated with Uber.
And I have to tell you, not to like give up our secrets, but we totally winged it. Like,
Yeah.
we had only, when we started the day, a ride, a picture, a pin trade, a snack. And then halfway through Magic Kingdom, we were like, we should do a ride that has a photo. That would be a good idea. And then we got to like the third park and we're like, we've done the monorail and the bus and the Skyliner. We should take the boat home and do all 4 kinds of things. Like, it was not well thought out. Everybody was asking us during the weekend, like, well, what snack are you going to have in each place? And what ride are you going to do in each place? And we're like, don't know. We're just going to find something to eat.
We should train you in a better, more formal way, but, we haven't got you there yet. So it's okay.
But don't worry, we had matching outfits. We had the outfits planned. We didn't have any of the logistics planned, but we had the outfits.
Full matching outfits. Yeah.
That is the most important part. All right, Selena, did you and Jackie have some fun, interesting?
Well, yeah, we had a great time. We had a lot of fun. I think I'm going to have to echo Rebecca a little bit and say that Oga's was the highlight. So that day, everybody mostly, I guess, went to Animal Kingdom because we were dressed as Mouseketeers, because we had not gotten our chance to hug Mickey yet. We went to Magic Kingdom. So we did Magic Kingdom in the morning, did our little photo shoot, saw Mickey, which was a long line because everybody wanted to hug him. So we had a great time doing that. But then we hopped over to Hollywood Studios right at like 1:30. We got on the bus and we like hit a wall. We were over it. We were hot. We were tired. We were just like, we're done today. We're going to do dinner because we made the plans. But like right after dinner, we're leaving. And then we had our 2.5 hour dinner, which immediately afterwards I was like, well, we have to ride another ride because the park is closing soon. So like, let's go ride Toy Story Mania one more time, because we hadn't gotten our high score. So we conned Rebecca and Samantha. We're like, let's go. The 4 of us, it'll take 5 minutes. And it was just like a walk on for us. So I rode with Samantha and apparently I was aggressive in my instruction to her because I was trying to follow Glenn's tips. And, I know that he's really good at that. So I'm like, Glenn knows all the answers. You got to hit the goat and then the chicken and the rat. And I don't even remember what I was talking about.
But I was getting yelled at every scene. Get the goat.
I just remember the aliens.
The volcano. I remember the volcano.
All aliens. Hit the alien. Hit the alien. I'm like,
yeah. So if you want tips on how to actually get a high score, go to Glenn. But
no, Selena. So I'm actually going to get Glenn on and record this whole thing. So
yes,
stay tuned.
Yeah, you need to because Jackie and I are not good at this.
Then hit the alien in the alien room.
Jackie was good. She was very calm with me. I did not get high scores, but
no. So it was a fun, memorable ride. And we, after that, I convinced them that the 45-minute wait for Slinky Dog would go really quickly. And I think it did. I don't know what it was specifically, but maybe 15 minutes because it was the end of the night. And I think they just posted their times like, please get out of here. But we said, no, we have Oga's. So by the time that was all said and done, Jackie was on board and she's like, let's go to Oga's. And she said it was the best time she's ever had. We've been a couple times and she was like, okay, this was okay. But this really encompassed.
So you snuck on to the Oga's reservation?
Yeah. There was a couple spots I think that opened up.
What?
Selena, that's like my favorite part of my group.
My favorite was was it at Brown Derby? Maybe Jackie got up to go to the bathroom and Selena turned to me. She goes, okay, I told Jackie I'm going to want to go to Oga's. Do not let me go to Oga's. But now I want to go to Oga's. So tell Jackie we need to go to Oga's. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of scheming.
Home after this?
We even conned them into bringing, to coming back to the hotel.
Yeah,
no one has talked about salted straw in their best things they ate this weekend, but we conned Jackie and Selena into coming back to our room
to get salt and straw. Yeah. So it was a lot. I was easily swayed, but Jackie needed a little. She was not drinking as much as me, perhaps, and she was the DD. So she was like, "Okay, you're gonna have to convince me," and salt and straw did it. So
nice.
But it was
great job.
Yeah, great night.
So we just got joined by Deirdre Watts.
Hi, geeks.
Hey, Deirdre, we're recording a podcast for the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast.
You are? Okay.
Deirdre, look at my glass.
Oh, that's nice. I recognize that. Using this one.
That is the... Which glass?
The Geekin'.
No, I know you got the Geek glass, but Samantha's got the...
It's the Polynesian Tiki Room glass. Polynesian Resort.
Oh, nice. All right. So, Deirdre.
Yes.
To catch you up, we've talked about all the food we ate on this trip.
Okay.
And all the fun and interesting stories we had. So, summarize that all in about 2 minutes. Go.
Cachapas. Did you?
I already know that about you.
No.
Yes, but it has a different meaning now, Kurt.
Oh, we have a new meaning for
Cachapas.
Cachapas?
Yeah, I don't know if we're talking about that. So
we kind of touched on it that I got sick after the trip.
Yeah.
4 of us that were on this trip got sick. We were touched by the great unpleasantness. And 4 of us that got sick were all sitting at the same table at Skipper Canteen. It was a table of 5.
Eating cachapas.
And we shared the cachapas.
We shared the cachapas, and the one person who did not get sick at the table did not have a cachapa. So
welcome to my world, Deirdre.
So
all right, besides the great unpleasantness, did you have any fun times on your trip to Disney World?
I had so much fun. I wish that I'd been on the podcast earlier so I knew what all has been talked
about.
Well,
act like you haven't been here and you don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening. All right, are we talking about food?
Yeah.
I had the corn dip at Three Bridges Grill at Coronado. I had to have that twice because it was so good.
Oh.
That was one of my favorite things.
Corn dip.
Yeah, corn dip.
I love that. All right.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Give me another one.
Can I go later? You put me on the spot.
you want to pass?
I want to pass right now. I was
all right, Bubba.
All day, so.
All right, Bubba.
Deirdre, you fit right in because 70% of the conversation has been corn related so far. So that was absolutely perfect.
We love corn on this podcast.
Bubba's telling us all about the fun times he had down at Disney World with all his pals.
Yeah, it's so hard to choose moments, on a trip like this. And because I'd love to, I didn't do the Oga's reservation, but I did a late night. I was there in Hollywood Studios, so I did a late night. Got in Tower of Terror at 8:58 when the park closes at 9. Same kind of thing. Selena said it posted like 95 minutes, and it was about an hour. And it was the end of Dapper Day, and so I got in line with just a really fun group of people, and we had a really good hour wait. A couple of them were Dapper, but they were cast members. And so they were really fun, and them being cast members, they got talking to the cast member in the pre-show room for Tower of Terror, and we just kind of got talking, and they forgot to stop the pre-show. And they were telling us all these things that, that the little girl in the video has a Mickey Mouse doll, and I'd never noticed that before. And she's telling us all this cool stuff in the pre-show, and then the pre-show started again. So she let us stay and just watch it a second time and really just went through a ton of details with us. So that was just amazing. It was really great. That was a huge one. But yeah, again, it was like 50 minutes. So I think Selena's right. They definitely inflate those times at the end of the night for sure. And then also one of my favorite moments was Sam and Rebecca on our 4-part challenge day. luckily had those outfits, those lovely outfits where they were pink head to toe, because I had a pink rose gold sparkly magic band. And we were getting off, I think it was Rock and Roller Coaster. And apparently my magic band came undone because it dropped to the floor and must have been right in front of the guy behind us, because he picks it up and says, "Excuse me, did one of you guys drop this?" Because they're head to toe in all pink. And I looked down at my arm and I'm like, "Oh, it's my magic band." And his face was just like, oh, like he totally expected it to be Sam or Rebecca's. And we just died, because had I not been there with them in those outfits, I probably never would have gotten that back. No one's going to pick up that magic band and suspect it's mine. So that was really fun. And then one other, in this one, it was when we were going as a group, we were going to get on Soarin', and Lauren wasn't feeling so hot. And so we were just about to board, and she said, "I got to go." And so I dipped out with her just to make sure she was all right. And she was doing fine, and she headed back to the room. And then I blessedly got to sit with Tony Ann, spend a half an hour sitting talking with Tony Ann, who I'd never really gotten a lot of one-on-one time with. And it was really nice just to, sit there and be able to do that. Because I've ridden Soarin' 25 times, and I've been near Tony Ann quite a bit, but I've never got to spend a lot of time with her. And that was just great. And then when that ended, the group came out, and then Jen Wynn and I and Noreen went out and had corn, and we just walked in circles. We didn't even do anything. I think we spent an hour and a half, just did a couple laps around World Showcase just talking.
So you got solo time with an A-lister then?
Yeah.
Stop.
Nice.
Followed it up with a 4-park challenge with Sam and Rebecca. I mean, come on. Pretty solid way to end my trip.
They're like A-listers too. I would agree.
They're like A-listers.
Nice. They're pretty close.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's so fun to be there, like you mentioned earlier, and to see those geeks and just organically pass them in Disney World and have friends around. And it's something special.
I was getting emotional when you guys FaceTimed me on the Mexican boat ride. Was that the one time I got emotional? I don't know. You guys were.
That was the one time on the trip I said I made the wrong call. This was a poor judgment call.
Not at all. Not at all. You guys are like my kids. All right. Andy Hoffman. It seems like an hour since I talked to you last time, but
it has been, but that's okay.
Did you have any fun on this trip?
I had a little bit of fun. So I have a couple. One was the up close with the rhinos.
Oh, yeah.
We all got to pet a rhino, and that was amazing.
Aren't they like gentle giants?
They are.
I feel like there's an emotional connection to them, because I think my wife's Margita said the best way when Judy and we all did the backstage safari a few years ago, and they just, I feel a connection to those big animals.
Yeah, it was a fun, quick little 45-minute, hour-long event, and it was interesting when we got off, when we were exiting it, the safari was getting evacuated because one of the animals went to a different safari or savanna that it's not supposed to be in, so they were worried about the chaos. Then we got to see all these safari vehicles on a side street, so that was kind of fun to see. Not getting hit by Samantha this time when we were on Haunted Mansion, because I remembered to pose in the right spot for the picture, and we got all three of us in one buggy.
I will say, you did not remember. I just gave you a further and advanced warning.
Okay. I think I held it a little longer just to be safe. I got two more. One was Travis and I getting up at 5:30 at the crack of dawn on Friday morning so we could rope drop Flight of Passage, and we're walking into the Avatar land. People are running the opposite way. We're like, well, what's going on? They're like, Flight of Passage is down. So we were kind of bummed. Travis more so than me. But, it ended up working out well because we got right on Navi River, and then we got right back to Safari and went on Safari. So we got one on the first couple rides right away in the morning. So we got to actually see a lot of the animals up close. So that was really neat to experience. Finally was my bear hug to Mickey. Mickey went out to shake hands, and I said nope, and I just went in and gave him a big bear hug. And there's a great picture that the cast member took of it. myself bear hugging Mickey and Rebecca and Samantha in the background just laughing.
So it was an awkward moment and you went in for the big hug.
Oh, I made it really awkward.
I will say, in your defense, Andy, Mickey was used to the two gentlemen that were ahead of us who couldn't have wanted less to do with him.
True.
But they were there.
And Andy comes up and like goes in for the big
but then
one.
did nothing.
I pulled a Tony Ann, but I didn't cry.
Nice. Well done, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. Jen Moynihan Wynn.
Yeah.
Did you have any fun moments with these cast of characters?
I really did. It was such a wonderful time. I don't have a lot that really stands out because they stand out, but they're things that were just, you can't really put a lot of words to them. They were just really nice moments. And I really felt like I got an opportunity to connect with a lot of people one-on-one, which is something I just really enjoy. Like Bubba mentioned it. I walked around with him just at Epcot, just doing laps, really like not even watching Harmonious, just chit-chatting. And that was wonderfully lovely. I got a chance to sit with Sam and Rebecca at like the Pinocchio house, which was really a wonderful spot. I love the people watching there, and it's moments like that was really lovely.
Did I hear there's an upstairs part to Pinocchio
Yeah,
house?
we got some coffee over at Joffrey's, snuck in the top. I guess we didn't really sneak in, but we did have to like bug a lady to let us into the room. But it was really quiet. There wasn't really a lot of people there. It's like really right overlooking Fantasyland over the carousel. It's shaded. It was really wonderful. And so I really appreciated kind of quiet moments like that. I had really nice moments in line with Deirdre and Noreen. We tried to get on Tower of Terror, but it ended up being down and we couldn't go on it. But we spent a lot of time together in that line before we decided to ditch, and then went on to Star Tours, and we were the only 3 people in the room, and Noreen got a chance to be the star. So it was just like moments like that I've never been in Star Tours where it's only been like me and 2 other people. So that was kind of cool. So nothing like really exciting, but like really nice connecting moments with folks that I wouldn't normally get to have. So it was wonderful.
I love how you appreciate all the emotional connections
to
all of our friends.
I do. That means so much to me. So thank you all.
You know, you're so right. All those little connections and the communication and close contact, like even Bubba was talking about that little moment she had with, I was teasing Tony Ann as an A-lister, but I totally appreciate, because the podcasting medium is a intimate. We can't forget, Tony Ann and I can't forget, and any of us who do podcasts, that we are in their ears. Like if you listen to us every week, like we are important to them. So that the chance that Bubba had to have with Tony Ann, I understand that because I listen to people too, and I relate to that. So, and you hear the people that come on the show, so you know them from that perspective too.
Yeah, it really meant a lot.
Is Karen Dave still there? I don't see a picture.
Oh, here, sorry.
She is. Karen,
I was dealing with the dogs. So
Did you have any fun moments on this trip?
Well, with everybody, of course. I think it was really just we were going to be at Dapper Day, but not doing the whole thing with everyone, and we got convinced last minute that you need to go ahead and do it. So I think we just had more fun than we thought we were going to have with it. And so Scott was still kind of, all right, well, the one's in December. Well, how do we start planning for that? I go, we already have the outfit, dude. We don't need to do anything else. But for us, originally it was just going to be just the one night, and we ended up, we're easily influenced apparently to stay the extra night on Friday. So I think it just made a little bit more fun. I enjoyed spending time on Friday with everyone at Jock Lindsay's. And then Jen Wynn and I actually had fun when I drove her back to her resort at Saratoga.
Love that.
Yeah. So, and of course, dumb me should have realized I could have just taken the back way, but we took the long way, which was fun because we had more time to spend to talk. So it was just, getting to know her a little bit more. So it was just kind
Jen
of.
is the best person to talk with.
Yeah. Thank you. You're sweet.
I told her she was my gift for this trip. Spend more time with her. Really.
Yeah, so sweet. I think I'm so glad to know you all.
Yeah, but I think we just had fun being with everybody because I think it was just very different than the normal trips we all do because we're all like in a hurry to do everything. And I think it was much more relaxed and kind of laid back. And I think it made the weekend a lot longer than it really was. Just because nothing was so, all right, well, everything's out. We have all the schedules to adhere to, and it was just a lot more laid back. And I think that was nice. So that was my takeaway from it.
Fantastic. Well, I only got one more person left, and that's Deirdre. So I gave you extra time to sit there and think, Deirdre. So I know you can bring.
Yes, and I'm going to talk in just a second. I have to just move to a different location in my house. my son got home and he wants to make some food in the kitchen. So, so what is the question? It's just what was special?
Yeah, what was your perspective from this trip?
Well, it was really a different trip because it was kind of like a G3, but it was much smaller and more intimate, and just seemed like we got to have lots of time, lots of one-on-one time with people. So that was really nice. And that the rhino tour was really a highlight for me, getting to feel that rhino, feeling him breathe. And then his excitement when he heard the signal that the other rhinos would be coming back. And so every time we'd be petting him and then all of a sudden he would hear the signal and he would run to another part of his enclosure because he thought that the ladies were coming. And that was really sweet because you just really kind of got to know his personality a little bit.
The large animals are so fascinating to me, just how, you can really relate to some of their personalities.
Yeah. So that was cool. And then another highlight was just randomly seeing Heather and Rich Brainerd there. And
oh, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, that was just so awesome because Sam and I we were waiting outside the bathroom for some people, and I saw this couple sitting across the way, and I said to Sam, I think that's Heather and Rich Brainerd, and she wasn't sure, and then I heard Heather's voice. I heard Heather's voice, and it was like, oh yeah, that's definitely her. So I ran over there, and it was them. They just happened to be there at the same time. Heather hasn't been on social media for a while now. So, and she said they still do listen to the podcast though. But then we called Kurt. So that was really neat.
That was the other one that got me really emotional.
I think we made you cry again.
I was so jealous. I was so jealous because I love
that. Made me feel better. That lifted my spirits after the Three Caballeros FaceTime.
Yeah.
I was feeling pretty bad after the Three Caballeros.
For making him cry?
All right. Yeah, like you didn't get me the first time bringing Heather and Rich.
After that Three Caballeros, I was like, I have made a grave error.
No, not at all.
I think it was happy tears, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to reach out to them. I want to get their full trip report.
Yeah, you should have them on because I'd be interested just to see what they did.
I hope
it was fun to run into them.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, that was so serendipitous. I mean, it was like, wow. I was like shocked.
Yeah, I was too.
Us too.
So happy to see them.
So cool. There are some cool moments.
The other thing I really loved was the breakfast at Kidani Village in Sam and Rebecca's suite. That was really a lot of fun too.
Was the food? Because I don't know if the food. Where'd the food come from?
The food was good. It was Mickey waffles and.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get this catered?
It came from. I wrote the name down so I would know. Because I knew someone would ask. Curio Culinaria is the name of the place.
Okay, so it was like delivered from a real.
Yeah, it's one of the. I found them here for each other. It's a displaced cast member. I don't know. A lot of those people haven't been called back, so I'm not sure if they've been called back.
Very good. Well done.
But they delivered it Friday night. We heated it up Saturday morning.
Well, Samantha, why don't you bring us on home? What did we miss? Are there any moments?
I lied. I said I have 10. I have 12 highlights. But we covered most of them. Tom Sawyer Island, breakfast in our room, giggling in bed. I loved meeting Alice with our whole group because at first she was like, I thought it was going to be a total flop. She was not like super warm. And I was like, oh no, this was supposed to be everything and it's going to be a big disappointment.
Well, because you were wicked more cute than her.
But as we kept coming and coming and coming of different characters, I think she was like just shocked and taking it all in. And at one point she said to us, like, this is amazing. Like, this just made my whole day.
Oh.
And so like all of us together with her was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Sorry, Jen, I don't know what the verbiage is, but lift you up again. But being at Nomad Lounge with Jen 3 years later, so Jackie, Selena, and Jen were 3 out of the 4 of the first geeks I ever met in this group. And that first day, Jen and I spent the whole afternoon together at Animal Kingdom, and that was the first time I ever had been to Nomad Lounge. And so to be back there with her, and we're pretty sure we were in the same seats we were in 3 years ago, was like a very nice full circle moment for me.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Oga's highlight, riding Big Thunder with Veronica. Neither one of them is here, but poor Andy, as we were walking, I was like, am I finally going to ride a ride with you? And I realized my opportunity I had. And I was like, I'm sorry, no. I'm riding this ride with Veronica. Goodbye. So that was a lot of fun. Our 4-park challenge, and to get to include Bubba in it, because that morning, Rebecca and I were talking, we're like, we really feel like we've had a good quality time with everybody here. The only person we really feel like we missed out on time with was Bubba. And then we got to spend the whole day with him, so that made up for it. We didn't talk about this, but being in Hollywood Studios for May 4th, it was just Rebecca and I. And I had to like do a little bit convincing to get that to happen. But it was just fun to experience that. And honestly, like the highlight of that day for me was going live with our merch haul with all of our like geekin' friends, telling us, oh, that pin is of Obi-Wan Kenobi, because we don't know, but we bought the pin anyway. And then this is only for me, but I bought DVC right before this trip, so I got my first welcome home on this trip. And our waiter at Grand Floridian Cafe found out about that and gave us a free cupcake, which I'm pretty sure is the first like free anything I've ever gotten in Disney.
But what did Sergio think when you told him you were home? What did he first think?
Yeah, Rebecca was like, "You are home," and Sergio goes, "Oh, are you going to be working here?"
He was so embarrassed, but he was an awesome waiter.
If you're ever at Grand Floridian Cafe, ask for Sergio. Sergio's the best.
He was amazing.
Nice. So you actually used your points for the first time?
Didn't. No, I got my points. I called on Wednesday night. We left on Friday. So I tapped in on Friday. I was like, am I going to get a welcome home? No welcome home. So then I wasn't thinking about it. I tapped it on Saturday and I got it. And honestly, that's worth the whole thing.
Yeah, seeing the purple and green. Oh, yes.
Just the welcome. And I said to Rebecca the whole weekend, I was like, I feel like it seems louder when it's for other people.
She was like, yours is louder. I think it's loud.
It always seemed louder. Like I just felt like before it like made an announcement to everyone around, was like, this person is home.
Where'd you get your points?
I bought at Grand Floridian, and you told me I'm snooty. And I told you, you're right, I am. And here,
but
in my
but for the point per buck, you got a great deal.
Yeah.
I mean, mean, because Saratoga's going for the same price right now, basically.
Yeah.
Well, Samantha, you're still my favorite listener. I don't care what these guys say.
I am snooty. I'm fine with it.
I'm okay with it. You didn't get any demerits from my side. So, guys, thank you so much for covering this amazing trip as a Geek Meet down to Disney World. Fantastic. Great job.
Thank you for introducing us all and giving us a reason to be friends.
Can I just say, Samantha and Rebecca, I mean, especially thank you guys, because you did such a good job of hosting things and putting it all together. It was like a little mini G3, and they really did a great job. So
thank you.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Y'all are so wonderful. I'm just really glad to know you.
It was fun hanging out with everybody.
To echo Jen's point, like, we don't do anything in Disney World anymore. We just like go and hang out with friends.
People.
We joked every day, like, did we ride a ride today? When Selena made us go on 2 rides at the end of the night, we were like, oh, we wrote those for the rides.
Like, you didn't do Genie Plus?
No. You guys did.
Someone did, right?
Lauren and I tried and didn't do a real good job with it. The first day we debated Genie Plus until about 4 PM when we finally decided it's probably too late. And then we did. We successfully used that. Actually, I had Genie Plus on Monday for Magic Kingdom, but then decided to do the 4-part challenge and just bag it.
You guys are horrible representations of people that want to learn about Genie Plus.
Hey, Kurt, I didn't have this as a top moment, but I'm 85% certain I did not break a glass.
I'm not 85%. I'm like 40% sure.
50%. I'm 50%.
I broke one Friday night with my neighbors, and that's why I'm confusing. Am I confusing the two?
Are you sure?
You got through this whole event without breaking a glass, you're saying?
You broke something. It may not have been, but you broke something for sure.
I did probably, but I don't think it was a glass.
You want to break one now just to...
No, I'm good. I don't want to have to clean it up.
I can hear in my head you saying it's not a trip if I didn't break something.
I thought it was a
that
trip.
tells me you broke something on this trip.
Yeah.
What it was, I don't know.
It's not a party till something gets broken,
No.
Andy.
I know.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Well, they were a lot of fun talking to. They just kept on talking. I think it goes for another 20, 30 minutes, but it's nothing about the trip. So I kind of cut it there. Maybe I'll put it out in my Patreon feed is what I'm thinking. I saved it. I also had a recording from last week that we did on Zoom that I might put out there because we're talking about some more Geek Meets coming up in the future. First of all, you got the Albany, New York, July 9th. We've got, I think, close to 30 of the geeks are going to be up there. Chalet Pavilion at Tawasentha Park at noon. I hope I'm saying that right. You're going to have food, games, lots of geeking shenanigans. I'm reading this right off from Wendy Fox's post in our Facebook group. All are welcome. Message us for hotel suggestions if you need that. She's going to bring burgers, chicken, veggie burgers. I know I'll be cooking with some of the other guys on the grill. She asks that you bring a dish to share and your beverages of choice. And also to bring a Wrap Disney-inspired gift under $20 for a Yankee Swap gift exchange. That'll be fun. I've loved doing those. We picked up ours when we were down in Disney World on our trip for that Yankee Swap fun. Let us know if you're coming. It's coming up soon, July 9th in Albany, New York. Can't wait to see you guys there. Then my daughter Lindsay started talking to me about going on a Disney cruise. And she very specifically wants to do Bahamas, Castaway Cay, and I think she wants to do it in September. Now, I brought this to the Wednesday Zoom call, and I also posted in our Facebook group to see if there was any interest in creating a geek meet around this. Lindsay said that would be fine with her. And I got a shout out to Samantha Kuhn, Rebecca Rudin, Deidre Watts, Travis Dietrich, Andy Hoffman, and Jeff Opolka. Right away, got on with Mom, my wife Margita, to book the cruise February 10th through the 13th. I think it's the Disney Wish going to Bahamas and Castaway Cay. So if you're interested in that, definitely contact Margita, travelintiers@gmail.com. I know Samantha, Rebecca, and Deidre also are spending some time at Universal. So she booked a room for those three. She was just doing that today. But it's an official Geek Meet. They would love to have you there also. I think it's just going to be a lot of fun having a Geek Meet on the Disney Wish. And I haven't said it, we haven't booked it yet, Lindsay and I, but we're thinking of a September cruise also. And if you'd like to be on the same boat I'm going to be on with Lindsay, just let me know. I'm going to be talking about that in the coming weeks. But the February 10th through the 13th next year, 2023 is on. Let us know if you plan on going. Shout out to Scott and Karen Daves. They're getting close to their 100th episode on their podcast called the Mickey Files Podcast. Just wanted to give them a shout out. I was listening to their episode that reviewed the day that we spent together. Auntie Judy and Ken also were there. So glad that we got some alone time together. It was a lot of fun hanging out with them. I love those guys. And thank you, Scott, for not teasing me about the Japanese whiskey that I suggested we both get. But I was so not only tired, and he didn't say, he talked about the Japanese whiskey, and I liked his review of that because I had Jeff McCartney years ago talking about how much he enjoyed Japanese whiskey. And I had said it to Scott. I had planned on getting it that night, but I had boning, like 2 boning, so I could do Guardians of the Galaxy. And 2:00 in the morning all day in Epcot, it was, I was out. So I did not, I think I did have a beer, but that was about it. So thanks for not teasing me, Scott, but I also enjoyed hanging out with you guys so much. Love you guys. And 100th episode is coming up, so congratulations to that. And thank you so much for everyone supporting me on patreon.com. This is really going to be where I'm going to draw some funds to do some of these Geek Meets. Quite honestly, I got to start saving my Patreon funds, and thank you for supporting me there. I released episode 120. I've got an Inner Circle podcast. It's only for the Patreon listeners. Although last week I released one for the general public to listen to. If you'd like to hear me doing a coffee walk over at the Riviera my first day, you can hear that one, or just become a supporter and get them all. This episode, the second episode from the live trip reporting recordings I'm doing from the June trip, I got Margita and I are walking into Magic Kingdom chatting. We ride Peter Pan and then Splash Mountain. There's little birdhouses out there that talk to you. And I got a little bit of that recording, all the Splash Mountain ride audio. And then the Monday morning coffee walk around Riviera, talking about my day. So if you'd like to support the podcast, patreon.com, look for Geekin' on WDW. Thank you so much for all those that support us. Thanks to cousin Heather Stone Capel. And she did the intro this week. This is me going out to a year ago looking for intros that folks have done for us in the past. So that one's an old one. I would love to get some new ones from you guys. They're easy to do. They're fun. I suggest just tell us your name, where you're from, a fun Disney World fact or two about yourself. And then you go Geekin' on Walt Disney World with Curtis and the whole Geekin' family, and you'll get on the podcast probably next week if you send me one. And thanks so much for supporting Mom and Auntie Judy. TravelinTierras@gmail.com. We love being your travel guides. And if you book your trip yourself and you want to transfer it over to us, a lot of folks do that, just to say thank you to us for providing this podcast. And I get some really fun reviews of folks who thank me for doing the podcast and all the information we provide. And I just did a recording with Shelley Rode, who's been a listener since like 7 years ago. Finally got on the podcast. I'm not sure why. It took so long that we finally got together, but she was just so complimentary of the podcast. Looks forward to it every Monday morning, so I appreciate those reviews. Thank you so much, everyone, for going Geekin' on Walt Disney World with us. Again, reach out to me if you'd like to be on the show. Kurt.Stone@geekinonwdw.com. We really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. We love you, geeks. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true.